So the radiography, the X-ray appearance, really follows the pathology of that we just saw, depending on which phase we're dealing with. In the lytic phase, in the skull, we will have the bone going away, the so-called osteoporosis circumscripta. In the long bones, the disappearance of the bone is a feature called the blade of grass. And let's see an example of each. Here we have a frontal radiograph of the skull. There is a large lytic lesion in the left frontal parietal region with a fairly sharp margin. On the lateral view, it's primarily on the frontal bone, a large lytic lesion. This is the appearance of the osteoporosis circumscripta. You may say, well, how do we distinguish this from metastasis or from multiple myeloma? Well, unlike those other two diseases, this is, quite commonly on a single lesion, a single very large lesion, and the patients will actually do very well down the line from this lesion. We'll see some follow-up in just a second. Whereas generally metastasis in multiple myeloma, there's multiple lesions and usually smaller. This is the so-called blade of grass appearance of metastases in the long bone. And this is the femur. You can see there's a large area of a lytic process going on involving the entire diaphysis that you can see. And here in the margin, the transition between the abnormal and the normal bone, notice the sharp margination, almost like a little knife edge right here. This is what so-called looks like a blade of grass, the tip of the grass. Very sharp, defined margin between abnormal and normal bone. Another example of blade of grass is one from the literature. This one looks more like a piece of grass, right?